I will. No, yeah, yeah. Let me send your link.
Okay.
Let me see. Let me check. And I need to open the link too. Yeah, let me open here.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I will open for on my cell phone. Let me pick my cell phone here.
Okay.
Mm, let me see. Try. I would like to start from down from below from above or something like that.
Down to the
Do you need
top.
to? Yeah.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
this phrase. I have this phrase here. Let's not get into the did and as that we don't notice how far we haven't come. And eu escrevi: nós saímos, mas ainda não chegamos. We have not come.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What's your question here?
If I got it correctly, the present
Okay, okay.
perfect. The present perfect.
The present perfect. Yeah, we haven't come yet. You just forgot the yet. Oh, let's not get so into this the tits and ass that we don't notice how far we. Let's not. Hold on.
Oh, but it is a book here. It's not my phrase.
Okay, no, no. No. I'm just saying. Let's not get into it. Nós ainda, nós saímos. Não chegamos. Yeah, and then okay, we haven't come. Okay. It can have two meanings. It can be like to come, or it can mean ejaculate, because it can be it
Yeah.
sometimes it depends. I don't know what the book is about, but sometimes just for you to know, the verb come can be ejaculate. That's the way it
Yeah.
is.
It.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if I
Those
think that
books
let's
are quite
not,
trash. Yeah.
yes, because like this, let's not get so into the tits and ass. So we see that we're
Mm-hmm.
talking about something more sexual. Uh,
Yeah.
let's not get uh, that we don't notice how far we haven't come. Maybe no, that case here it's a chegar, because how far maybe, or we
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
haven't come. I don't know. Everything
Yeah.
is
No.
possible.
But is like nós saímos, mas ainda não chegamos. From the past to the present.
Ah,
Like
uh-huh.
yeah.
So far. We haven't come here. We have to use this because it's like present perfect. It started in the past and still
Past.
continues up to the present.
Yeah.
We haven't come, so it's still happening. So it's still in the present, that action. It hasn't finished.
Yeah. So I have this another phrase here. Had ironically been promised.
Uh-huh.
Had been promised, voz passiva do past perfect, onde ela é o objeto do verbo de ser prometida algo.
Yeah, this is a mixed conditional that we say, because it's third conditional to this conditional here, to like would get, because it's an action in the past that still has an effect to the present. So let me just get here my pencil to help. For example, here, had she she had ironically been, hold on here, so what is that? Something she had ironically been promised. She would promised if she stayed a good girl. This is all conditionals. You say, in that case, like this: if she stayed a good girl, she would ironically being promised, she would
Yeah,
get, if she was. You see that one thing
I found
depends on another.
Yeah, I found two questions here, two problems. I put a
Mm.
ponto final.
Period.
No, let me think. Don't say. Uh, period.
Period.
I put a period here because I have two questions. Like, she would get if she stayed a good girl is a second conditional.
Yes.
But the she wanted finally to be put on a pedestal, something she had ironically been promised. That's it. She had ironically been promised. É voz passiva do past perfect.
Uh-huh.
E aí ela é objeto do verbo de ser prometida. Because so that's the passive voice because she's the object of the verb of being promised something.
Yeah, it would be quite like that, yes.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh. This is you are getting like C2 expressions.
Oh, C2.
Yeah, about C1, C2. Yes, it's like that.
Oh,
It's in the C classification. Because when we use those conditionals, it means like it's more complex senses that when we're talking about language learning. So it's complex. It's just more like a C2 level would use this in a composition or in a conversation, for example, depending on the
yeah.
context.
The writer was she is né, American. So yeah, she is C2, but me I am not yet. But okay.
But you're learning. It's good to get those
Yeah,
things because you challenge yourself.
yeah.
Then
You can
that's the way to
scroll.
learn. Up. Now it's not scroll down, scroll up because we're
Yeah,
doing the
scroll
other
up.
way around, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's go. Of course. Let's go, man. Lourdes.
She Lourdes just wanted out of her house. What it means is that she wants to go out. Like, I would like to. Yeah, she has family problems, so she would like to live live outside, live with anybody, outra pessoa, another
With
person.
another person. With another
Yeah.
person, yes.
Yeah, but this kind of construction, I just wanted out of my house. Yeah, I don't know this construction.
Yeah, it's different, right? Because even I haven't run into this construction either. I just wanted out of her house. Yes, in that case here, just wanted Ella, I just for example, I would say if it were me, I would probably say I would just wanted to live out of my parents' house. I
Yeah,
just wanted you got this from a book, right?
yeah,
Yeah, it's different, but that's the way it is. I don't really remember. I told you natives sometimes they have like their own constructions that we as English learners as
yeah,
we don't
yeah.
really but that's it. I would say I
No,
was just wanted, for example, to live out of her house, but she quite felt guilty because she didn't want to leave her sister alone. Wanted out of her house. Well, that's a little weird. Even for me, it's weird too. Because
yeah, yeah,
because every time when you have the verb want, you use to verb. I want to study. I want to sleep. I want to break free. I want to
I want to break free.
yeah, remember Queen song. I want to break free. Yes, I want to study English. I want to talk to my friends. And like in the speaking part, want to becomes wanna.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Yeah. This phrase is just for trivia, like curiosity, because I would not like to use this phrase. Yeah. Okay. Next one is
but
she told
it's
me.
interesting.
She told me. She has. She told me she had.
Yes, that would be the correct form.
Okay.
She told me she had. I
Uh,
have a boyfriend. Like she told me she had a boyfriend. Yeah, because always like this. This is the reported speech.
yeah.
But sometimes why
Uh,
does that she told me she has a boyfriend? Because this must have been said in an informal setting. Then remember that when you're talking like informally, or if the author of that book wants to be informal, sound very informal, to be close to the readers, to his or her readers, he try to really do things like even though he makes grammar mistakes just to get his audience close to him. Or she must have just wrote that the way that she talks to her friends, and she didn't really realize that. It's another possibility too.
oh, yeah. I have three phrases here, three phrases.
Uh-huh.
The two are like the part of the text, but the one that matters is the last one. What is it about boys? What she meant here is that qual que é meu interesse em garotos?
Mm.
But
Yes.
it's
Uh-huh.
a strange construction too, because what is it with about boys? I would say I will be larger. I would say
Uh-huh.
why boys attract me so much. But
Uh-huh.
about this construction here,
Yes. Uh-huh. In that case here, I think it's correct. I might disagree with you somehow because oh yeah, think this way. It's all about dreams. What is it about dreams? Many things. My life, my family, my career. You have so many things going on here. Okay, so Len, the question is what's all about? What's it about? What is it about girls? Girls are pretty, they are attractive, they're hot, whatever.
yeah,
It depends because there are a lot of ugly girls that don't really feel
yeah,
attractive. Okay, but
but
that's another thing.
yeah,
But yeah, but speaking, but I'm just okay. I'm just being a little bit funny here. It sounded funny just for you to see that
yeah,
how
yeah.
things can go.
I too felt irrepressibly drawn to boys.
Uh-huh.
Verb three,
Uh-huh. I feel okay. I too felt
irrepressibly.
drawn like attracted. Uh-huh. Yeah, in that case, you can say that. I felt loved. I felt drawn. Yes, it's possible. In that situation, yes.
It's like the past. I felt drawn.
I felt
I
drawn.
felt drawn.
Uh-huh.
Ah, yeah. Eu vou escrever aqui.
Participle. This is participle. Uh-huh. Drawn, attracted.
Mesma. Ah, deixa eu escrever em.
No,
Vou
pode.
escrever.
Uh-huh. It's your notebook, so you can
Não, mas deixa eu escrever uma
by
cor
doing
aqui. Vou
some
escrever
basic.
de laranja.
I'm so
Mesma.
happy that you are using Google Docs for your questions.
Yeah. It's easier to share with you.
The
But it's not.
huh?
Eu queria ver.
But
No, I would say that I don't want to write in this color. I want to.
ah,
Devo pintar de azul, sei lá. Eu não quero pintar de nenhuma cor, na verdade. Quer pintar azul, sei lá. Mesma coisa. Já me disse que era traída. Aqui ela se sentia mais colada. Ah, tudo três pontinhos. Depois eu vejo. Não faria sentido. Felt. Draw.
I'll be right back while you're right there.
Yeah, okay.
Hey man, back. I just got some water. Hey man, I have the flu. It's terrible to
Oh,
have the flu, isn't that? I have runny
yeah.
nose. I have to blow
That's
my nose.
terrible. Yeah, that's
Yes.
terrible.
I that's why I don't like the cold weather, because every time when it gets cold, I get sick. Let's go. But anyways, let's go.
Uh, certainly, all of these topics are valid, but nowhere do we have a means for girls to direct the narrative. Nowhere do we have
Do you
like
have a means?
and
Huh.
for the first problem is but nowhere we have means. Not this do is what it does here. The do.
Okay. Let's analyze the sense. Let me see. Certainly, all of these topics are valid to keep, but nowhere. Do we have? Yeah, but nowhere. Because if we put a do here, it would be a question, right? Because of the auxiliary. Because here do have an auxiliary verbs. Okay. Or do we have means? It would be like this. Okay, according to the standard grammar. But nowhere do we have the isn't it a question? Isn't that a question there?
No,
No?
no.
That's weird because it looks like okay, sometimes there was nowhere. Means for girls direct narrative. Okay, man. In that case, as far as I can see here, That's me. Nowhere. Because sometimes in English because we have some inversions that like this, like what you see. For example, had I been, for example, had I been to the States, I would have bought.
I like this construction.
Me too. I love it too. I think it's so cool, so sophisticated, it brings
Yeah,
sophistication to the
yeah.
sentence. But a lot of books. In that case here, when I say had I been to the United States, it means like if I had been, then you can do the inversion. In that
Oi,
case,
peraí.
okay, no problem, take your time.
Right, I'm back.
No worries. Okay, so if I had been there, that's the sentence. If I had been, but then if you say, had I been there, you can change this. In that case here, this might be an inversion.
Yeah, but I will tell you what. I take a time uh, to rewrite this phrases without destroying them because yeah, I'm studying some things about sociology and this and that, and I will spare you about the hard details. So all these phrases, no, yeah, but all these phrases, I some ones like this one.
Uh-huh.
There's a I forgot again. Let me think. A period. There's a little more of the phrase and in the period to direct the narrative about their sexuality, something like
Uh-uh.
that. Yeah, but there's no question mark here. So yeah, yeah, but no problem. I will see
No,
this later.
yeah, but this is this might be an inversion. An inversion that we
Yeah,
change maybe to give more emphasis on something. I just have to really, even me, I gotta check it out.
yeah.
Uh, to learn more about the inversions of English.
The second thing is about means, because in statistics, mean
Mm-hmm.
é média,
Mm-hmm.
o meio, né?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Means with S, means with S,
Hold on
means
here.
meios, não é? Não
Yeah.
meio.
Yeah. Let me let me just check here.
Yeah.
Mm. We have means with S. An action, an object, or a system which a result is achieved. A way of achieving or doing something.
Ah, yeah. Então, it's correct.
It's correct.
Yeah. Okay.
It's an L. Oxford told me. No.
Let me write this. Let me see certain. Uh, when given.
Mm-hmm. When given a bareback tousled photo of my Cyrus. When given, it's correct. In that case here, why? It's talking about the picture of something when it's given. When given, you can use this expression.
The was is
A given information about you is enough to take you to the court, to suit you, to sue you
when
in
given.
court.
Well, but there's a was here. When
It was given. Yes, but it was given, but in that case here, you can omit
Yeah, omit.
when it was
It was given.
given. Thousand.
Yeah, when this is another phrase I omitted out too, but the rest of the phrase.
No worries.
Deixa eu ver aqui. Deixa eu me pintar esse aqui de azul, né? Não é pra estar essa cor. Let me. Quero pintar azul. When it was response. Right. His friends told him he better be careful.
Ah, okay. He'd better. He better be careful. Remember that expression that we once worked. Like, he'd be careful. Or he'd better be. Which means like he had better be. But in that case here, I can explain to you. It's extremely informal the way he told. He better be careful. Like instead of saying this, he took out this and just said like he better be. But in the correct form, like would be he had better be, because of the expression that we use for suggesting things.
He had be careful. Can I can I write on Google? He had be careful, and I will got explanations, because I don't remember this expression, but I will write on Google, and I will see what comes. But there's an expression or a larger thing, like
Oh no,
kind of
there's an expression like he'd better be, yes, because we use this to talk about when you're giving pieces of advice to someone. Hey Pedro, you'd better study English more because you have an English test next week and you got to be prepared for that.
Yeah, but I mean, there's something larger, like a new kind of construction that is always used, or is just this construction? Because
I did just for advice. As far as I know, as far as I've seen so far, just for advice. No, it doesn't. It's not used in other contexts besides giving advice. No,
I don't. Let me see.
because if you use better, like I'm better than you, like you're making comparisons. You're comparing things.
Okay. When Faith was 11 years old, she went with her family to the community swimming pool like she had each summer. Eu escrevi, she had gone escondido ou poderia ser did?
Let me just scroll up here. Just a minute. Okay. When Faith was elected, she went with her family to simple like she had each summer. In that case, like she had each summer.
She had gone.
Ah, no, she had each summer. Yeah, no, not did. In that case here, she had each summer like that she possessed. It means like it's just the verb have, as far as I can see, like the possession she had, like each summer, like that summer was hers. It really belonged to her. She really enjoyed it. She did what she really wanted with that summer. You know, it seemed like I she possessed each summer. She went to the beach because, as you can see here, when Faith was 11 years old, she went with her family to the community swimming pool. Ah, not beach, sorry. So like she had each summer. It might be an expression like if she possessed, like if she really that summer was really unique for her. She really possessed that. She really enjoyed it. Like it was the first lot expression. Like I always go to the as whenever I go to the beach, it seems as if it is my first time. It happens to me because I've been to the beach several times since I was a kid. I've been to the beach, but it's always as if it were my first time there because I enjoyed it, the ocean. Okay, that expression
Yeah,
and the
but
same thing.
I would like to use with did. Yeah, but I cannot. So it's
Yeah, she did. Like she did each summer. In that case, no, because it's about the verb have. Because the verb has is about possession. Possession. For example, I had a car. Now I have a motorcycle. Okay. Thank you. She possessed each
yeah,
summer.
but yeah, I could ask you, have you
Yeah.
ever gone to the United States? United States? You could
Uh-huh.
say, yeah, I did. No, no, I
No,
have.
no, in that case, no. Yes, I have because in that case here it's
No,
present.
it's not did. I don't believe you.
Never, because I have have you ever been to the US? No, man, that case, no. Yes, I have because that's the this yes, I
Conhece-me
have.
que, nossa.
No, I have. But if I say, Diego, did you go to the US last year? Last year? Yes, I did.
Nossa,
No,
é.
no, I didn't. Why? Because here we have present perfect and here we have simple past.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I always remember something because in that case here, have is an auxiliary verb. So if I use have for making questions, I use have in the answer. Oh no, I haven't. Sorry, that no, I haven't. And I use have or haven't for affirmative and negative. And here the same thing. If I use did in that case to make questions about the past, about past actions, I use did for a question or for the answer or didn't for the negative. That's the way it works.
So, but let me try something different.
Mhm.
Each year, I go to São Paulo. I
Uh-huh.
did it last year.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I did it. Okay. Uh-huh. But in that case, I did it. It can be correct. Why? Because that case because the verb then it's not auxiliary, it's the verb do, like I did it, like I made it. Because the verb did or the verb make, depending on the context, then it becomes an expression like this. I'm gonna write your sentence. Each year I go to São Paulo. And I did it last year. When I say this, I mean like you made that you went and I went there last year, or and I did it like you were what it means. I was able to go to São Paulo last year. For example, I'm just giving an example here. That's what, that's why it me I did it. It means this. I was able to go to São Paulo. That's the connection. This is an expression. I did it. Like you were able to do.
And Faith was able to go to summer, I don't know, or not.
Yes, that case, like, because here she's making a comparison. Like she had each summer. It means like that she possessed. In that case, she had. Como se ela tivesse cada verão. Like in Portuguese, ela tivesse, like she had. It's in my hands. I have my Alexa. I have my phone. As if
Yeah.
I had. I talk to my family as if I were the leader. If I had the control, I talk to my family as if I had the control of them. Like I had the control of them. Well, of course, I don't have the control of them, but it's a comparison, make like kind of comparison for people to
But
understand.
I don't know this phrase because there's no there's no comparison here. Like
No,
every year she went to this community
of course there
swimming
is a
pool.
comparison. Like,
Ah,
she went. When Faith was 11 years old, she went with her family to the community swimming pool. Like she had each summer. Like she's making
yeah,
a comparison, but of course
yeah,
she doesn't have the summer because the summer doesn't belong to anyone.
yeah.
Summer is
I will
just a
think about
season.
this.
Yes, just for you to think. Summer is just a season. I don't have the possession of the summer because if I had it would be summer all year long because I love summer. Of
Yeah,
course, like she had, but like to make a comparison, something that's not real, something that she was so intense going to the swimming pool, swimming, have fun with her friends and having fun there that like she had like the summer was hers. I have the summer. I'm gonna do what I really want with summer. Would be
yeah.
something like this.
But I will tell you a short story. Like in economics, there's this thing called torturar os dados.
Mhm.
I think it's not just economics, but every science that but in economics there's a subject called econometrics, statistics. So the economists they torture the data, so the data can say whatever they want, like the
Mhm.
scientists want. So it's quite this phrase here. I'm torturing you to you so you can say whatever I want, but you are
Mm.
segurando, né?
You are
You
holding.
are holding, yeah. But yeah, you are correct. If I am incorrect, I need to be corrected.
Yes.
You cannot agree with me if I am
Never.
mistaken.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
okay.
something I never do with no one.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay.
And since
But
I'm
let's
your
move on.
teacher, I have the uh, that's my role to make you see the point of view it really is. If I really know something, I'll tell you, hey, it's that, is that. But no, it's another thing. If you want to believe in that, okay, it's up to you. But it's not what it really is
Yeah.
yes, because the thing is, man, when I correct you, it's not like me Diego correcting, like because I have this opinion. It's just because there are a lot of studies. I've already read a lot, that there are
Yeah,
books
yeah.
and things that
Oh,
that talk about that thing, and I'm just giving you what other people uh, uh, had already written about, have already written about it, right? But some things, when it's my personal opinion, like I think, then I bring that to me. But in
oh
that
yeah.
case, but that's it. A
Oh
good
yeah.
teacher, a good professional will always do that. And you too, as an economist, if you see something that is, for sure, for a fact that it's wrong, you're gonna do your very best to really, okay, You might think like this, but it's like this. It's up to you to get to this. If you really want to insist on making that mistake, but that's
Okay,
it.
yeah, no, it's correct.
Let's go.
Improve their academics performance under the wing of the private tutor Futaro Uezugi, who was employed by their stepfather.
Mhm.
But I thought it was whom, because he is the object of being employed.
But here no. And I can but in that case here, improved academic student under the wing of the private to the Futaro, who was in that case here, you just use whom. Why not? Can I have to use whom and not whom? Why? Because
Yeah,
here
why?
I have a verb. Because I have a verb here. Like, for example, let me just get the example here. Leonardo DiCaprio was Leonardo DiCaprio was the actor who played Jack in Titanic. Oh, Titanic. Okay, in that case here, he was the actor who played. Every time when you have a who and you have the verb next to who, this is always the subject of the sentence. He was the one who was employed, but you have the subject there. So he who was employed. In that case, whom I use like this. Uh,
He was employed. No,
uh-huh,
he
uh-huh.
was employed,
Very
but
good.
he
By
was employed.
someone. Uh-huh. Okay.
Someone is the subject. No, someone is the object, and he is the subject. Yeah,
Yes.
the stepfather is the object, and Futaro is the
Yeah.
subject. Yeah,
Uh-huh. Yeah. In that case, here it's passive voice because who was? He's the one who was uh, contracted. Like for example, Pedro is the guy whom I've been teaching English lately. For example, here. In that case here, I can use whom.
because I am the object. Yeah,
Yeah. In that case, yes, because you are the guy. Uh-huh. In whom here, remember, you can use it or not. Yeah, it's optional. Because I can say Pedro's the guy I've been teaching English lately. It's fine. But because whom here, it's like a relative pronoun that can be put there. It's optional. It can be there or not.
yeah. But I think I got it. Got it. Who was employed? He was employed. But yeah,
Uh-huh. He was. If you have a who, if you have a verb, it's always use who because whom, as you can see here, uh, I use whom. After whom, I have to use subject. I have to use the subject, not the verb. This is English.
that's
One day, yeah, it will be clear for you in the future. But just for you to know the rule, always remember. Uh, to make a long story short, who plus I use verb and whom plus subject. Just for you to
okay.
keep that in mind. When to use which. Use each one.
I will not take a picture because I will see the recording later. So yeah.
Yes, you will. But man,
Você me,
you're speaking today is really good. Is
uh,
getting really,
yeah,
really
but I
better.
will tell you what. I was watching my recording of our first recorded class about the nephews and all these things,
Uh-huh.
and it was horrible. It was not a horror film. You know, yeah, you like you are a teacher that teaches A1, A2, B1, and so forth. But so and you cannot say, oh, you are horrible today, João. But oh, you are doing great, João. But on this class, I hated it.
Uh-huh.
But I think I speaking better. But if you cannot say or you don't think about it, I can say about myself because I don't need to be açucarado, no, flavored, not flavored.
I can be, I don't know, because there's an expression. I cannot be, there is an expression for that. You cannot have like compliments all the time. But I mean, if I tell you if you are doing good, it's just because that you are evolving. Because I think because the way that I see my students has to do with evolution, you
Yeah,
know, evolving. Like you are, if I told you were great, you are great, you're greater than the other days,
uh,
the past
yeah,
other
but
days. But of course, you're always learning. If you really compare, if we had we started recording your videos the first time that you really started speaking English, and compared to that videos you saw, you would have been really like, oh, take a look at my evolution. I was so horrible the first video. So
yeah,
and that's what I see you. I see you through the evolution perspective.
yeah, but
But it's every day. It's an everyday process. Go
yeah,
on.
I will tell you another story because I have a lot of stories on my mind. There's this guy, this French teacher, that he says, "Oh, the first time my students said the first complete French phrase, I cried." So
Mhm.
you get a student for like zero, A0.
Uh-huh.
You are teaching him the verb to be, and then he do his first English phrase. You could cry, but yeah, I will not cry. I think because let me give you another example. Like drive. The first time you get a car, like in the autoescola,
Mhm.
the driving class. The first
Mhm.
time you put your hand on the brake, the brake
The
no,
wheel. The wheel.
wheel.
Wheel. Mhm.
You put your feet on the brake.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. But to be short, I have high expectations for myself. I cannot be happy stuttering, and I'm not stuttering right now. So my recent videos are watchable, I would say. Yeah, but
I like your
if
tone. I
you
like
were
it.
to say, oh, you are horrible, João, you are horrible, Pedro, you are horrible, Maria, you would be fired. So you need, oh,
Of
you are
no,
you're doing
yeah,
great.
yeah, yeah. But if I said that, I would. But yeah, I will have no student. But the thing is, but when I see the student is not having evolution, I talk to them like, hey, you're not evolving the way you could. What's going on? It's not what I was expecting from you. Then I like to realign the
Yeah,
perspectives and the teachings, because I work with results. I like to have results. If I, for example, if I didn't see any evolution in your performance, I would let you know. But hey, man, come on, your speaking is not good. So what's going on? So you gotta practice more. Have you been practicing? No, I haven't. I would start making a lot of questions to really see what's going on with you. Then later we'll try to really find out a solution for your problems. Or if you really didn't really want to practice something, then okay. So I think we would stop. Yeah, I think would be good to stop our classes, because then you don't really want to evolve. And I like to work with evolution. I would just be very clear with my students, because you know what? Because think, if you're not evolving, and then for example, I have ever had English class. Yes, I had. Yes, I have. Who was your teacher? Diego. But you didn't learn anything. So for me, it's a bad thing because then I wouldn't be a good teacher. But when you speak very good English, hey, do you take English classes? Yes, I do. Who is your teacher? I'd say, wow, but your English like this. Oh, he's a good teacher. Then I could have even new students in the future for that. That's
Yeah.
why when I start, you see that I'm not a teacher that I'm here just for your money. I really want to see your progress because if you have progress, it's my name that I'm here. I'm just
Yeah.
making a name for myself. And then it would be a suicide if I really came here just okay, no, let's go. I'm not correct. Many people do it, but I don't really think like that because I really want to be considered the best version of myself ever.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. I would like that you correct me in everything. Like I want you to destroy me
Mhm.
because I don't. I cannot deal with errors. I need to be perfect. It's not. It's just Jesus is perfect and God. But yeah,
You
yeah,
can be
yeah.
as
And
perfect. You want to be as perfect as possible.
yeah,
Okay. I will try to make you excellent.
yeah. But
Uh,
yeah, let's move on. We have some miss.
yeah,
Uh,
perfection. Oh, always remember, practice makes perfect. In other words, perfection comes with time.
yeah, and that video of our first class was horrible. That's for sure. But yeah,
Yes, it is
we
horrible. It is horrible, and I can relate to that. Compared to your recent videos, your last videos, you now it's completely different from what you're expecting because if you really think of the first before we move on, if you really think of the first video that we shot, you you were, I mean, really, yeah, I remember because in that video you were you just started speaking English properly, maybe like two or three classes that you had been speaking English. And then that one was still really recent about your speaking. Then later we had more and more classes. Then your speaking was getting better, better. As you see, the first one is like a horror film, but the latest ones are watchable. I like your expression, watchable. Yes, you can watch them. Like because you see evolution, because the perfection is coming with time.
yeah,
And then you see, and I'll tell you more. I'll go further. And then we're gonna keep recording the classes and I'll be uploading them to YouTube. And you'll see when you see that video, those watchable videos in the future, you'll really find them a horror movie.
oh
Because you'll be even better than
yeah,
you are now.
yeah.
That's the evolution process, and I love it. Let's go. Let's move on.
Yeah, I think one phrase more and that's it.
Okay.
Let me take this one. Você melhorou desde que parou de agir como um louco. You have improved since you have stopped acting like crazy. I wrote this phrase, and I will explain you why. You
Perfect.
you have improved. You started improving in the past, and you are improving until now.
Mhm.
This- Uh,
But
since you have stopped acting like crazy, the same thing. Like you stop it in the past, and you are continue up to the present.
yeah, okay,
So
but perfect. Oh, you've improved since you stopped acting like crazy. I like your expression. Oh, you have improved here. This is correct. Like this because you improved. Like let's think of the timeline here. So here you stopped. I'm going to write stop here. That's when you stop doing things. And here, past, present. And present here, stop present. Then here, improved. So you see that something that improved. You see that's something that started here and goes to the present. Good. But here, this thing here, you stop acting like crazy. Is it still in the present or it's just in the past?
Yeah. Let me put another way. I think the second part is one. The second part is about the past that is unknown
Yeah,
or unknown.
unknown. Okay, but in that case here, but the person knows, the person who's telling that knows that the action stopped. And I tell you
Ah,
more.
yeah.
Yes, that person no, because I'm talking, hey, you have improved since you stopped making mistakes. For example, in that case here, present perfect, you don't use present perfect here. Why? Because this action here, here use present perfect, you stopped. And this is incorrect. Why this is incorrect?
No, I saw another
Because
thing like since. Since is a time reference. That's it.
yeah,
That's the
but yeah, it's a time reference in the past. Remember that
yeah,
exact
yeah.
point in the past
Yeah, no,
that you
that's it.
mentioned.
That's it. Since it's a time reference for the past, there's nothing more to be said. I would say, since it's a
Mhm.
time reference for the past, that's
So,
it.
and then it will say like this: you've improved since you, not you stopped, not you've stopped, but you stopped. Because then, because this is the past, then in the past, like time reference, so then that kid's simple past and not present perfect. Stop
Yeah.
acting like crazy. That's the correct form.
Yeah. All right. All right. That's it.
No questions?
No.
Okay, man. So, well, that's it for now. Then next Wednesday, let me stop recording here.